We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Pushing his way through. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Throwing Jones. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Now Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Dorrance Armstrong in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the third phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Off the play fake, Daniels. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Flushed out right. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Throwing now is Daniels. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Sennett. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back them out of field goal range.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. But back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Quan Martin there on the tackle. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium.
That one taken in by Neighbors. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Jones.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Johnson's got it complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
2 yards to go, second down.
Singletary trying the left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back to throw. Jones. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
The Giants at 7-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again on second down. Jones.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Big play there. 44 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 25, here's second down and 8. Now Daniels. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah,
it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Back to Robinson now on first down. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
To throw is Daniels. On the catch, it's Crowder. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Daniels. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end Sennett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
To the air goes Daniels. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! Jamison Crowder from 6 yards away. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Gano out to kick this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is caught and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Out to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Jackson to return. He can't get him down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing, Jones.
He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. That'll give him 8 that time, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Giants add 6 to their lead. Brian Daboll dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Oh, now a hit and a loose football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devin Singletary. 40 yards.
And the Giants are able to add on to that lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And that flag accepted.
Ground
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Able to slither by. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Devin Singletary
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Gano the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeaux in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means it. Very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels.
On the move to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Kayvon Thibodeaux getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Daniels going to throw for it. This pass finds McCaffrey going across the middle. And he is going to have a Commanders first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Kayvon Thibodeaux.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Play action. Now it's Daniels.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Giants, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.